Hey guys, Ashley here, also known as the Lee Fan. I'm here today with a new video. It's been really hard making new videos because my phone is acting really messed up right now. So I'm trying the best I can to get videos out. And plus, I'm working now, so it's not like I'll be making videos whenever I feel like it. I just have to manage my time with these. So please be patient with me, guys. Today I decided to do something a little bit different. I wanted to talk about a TV show couple that I've shipped for a really long time, that I realized a lot of people are just starting to say false things about this couple that I feel like is just not personally true to me. And I honestly feel like I actually might make a second video discussing what made them so great, but I'm just going to discuss why I shipped them so hard and how I didn't realize how much I shipped them until revisiting the show. And that couple is Angel and Buffy from Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Team Bangel all the way. I am Team Angel. Buffy the Vampire Slayer is easily one of the best shows that came on in the 90s. It's easily one of my favorites. I watched it a very long time ago. I am rewatching it right now, and I absolutely love the relationship between Angel and Buffy. I really feel like it was easily the best element of the show, easily the best part of the show. But I've actually heard a lot of people talk about how the relationship was toxic, it was unhealthy, it was doomed from the start. And I just don't agree with that. I honestly feel like the only fact you have about that is the fact that Angel stalked her. And yeah, that's weird, but don't get me started on her and Spike. The fact that her and Spike are heavily romanticized for their toxicness, it just doesn't ring any bells to me. And that's also a video I'm going to be making, is why we need to start romanticizing and stop glamorizing toxic relationships, because it's just not good to do that for TV, movies, books, whatever. Glamorizing toxic relationships is just not good for anyone, because you're trying to gaslight and confuse people into thinking that that's how people, like, I get it, not every relationship is perfect, I get that. But when your partner tries to take advantage of you and you constantly say no and they keep being perverted and you still romanticize relationship, I'm not sure that's a good way to go and to try to gaslight someone thinking that action like that is okay. It's okay to still date the person even though they did that to you. No, honestly, I feel like what made Angel and Buffy work to me so hard was the fact they had like this, I feel like they give me the Selena effect. I feel like they walked so Selena could run, in my opinion. Like, when I watch them, I get a lot of Selena vibes. Like, honestly, I do. But the way that Angel gave her the Claudia ring, Stefan gave Elena the necklace to represent their love that they have. And I just feel like what I really love about Buffy and Angel is that it's such a good love story. Like, you want to see them end up together. You want them to have that happy ending that just didn't happen. I personally feel like her not ending up with Angel really hurt me, because I really feel like they were like easily the best thing about the show. And I feel like after he left, after they broke up, the show, not that it didn't have any purpose, it just seemed like since they were the heart of the show and they were the reason why the show kind of went forward, it was just kind of hard to say, well, what do you do now with Buffy's character, because Angel was such a big part of her character. It's like, what do you do with that and do with her? And I really feel like relationships after Angel don't really compare. I really feel like Angel was just her everything. I really feel like he was easily her soulmate, her first everything, her first boyfriend, her first crush, her first time, her first up and down. Like, I really feel like Angel was really the guy. Seriously, I really think he was. I think he really was the guy, and I thought that David and Sarah just had amazing chemistry. It was just like, are they dating outside of the set? Like, I feel like chemistry like that is just so convincing. The fact that every time they're in a scene, it's magnificent. Like, they're the only two who exist in that episode to me when they're just together. I love all their scenes together. I feel like if I could go back in time and I was the one doing this show, I feel like I would have given them more in season 1, because I feel like even though they did have a good love story, they didn't really get enough screen time in season 1. Like, I really feel like I would have gone back and given them more screen time in relationship for season 1. I honestly would have done that. I think seasons 2 and 3 is when we got to see a lot from the relationship that we didn't really get to see. I consider season 2 the real bit of the relationship. because season 1 kind of set that up, but they set it up in a way that was just not enough episodes or enough interactions with them, that I feel like season 2 just did a lot better. They moved it a lot better. I feel like her and Angel, they had amazing chemistry. They understood each other. I feel like Angel really wanted Buffy she just, I feel like he just thinks she deserved better, but I think he don't understood that Buffy, well, I don't understand what he mean by better, because he is a good person. He's so passionate and he understands her. He's always there for her. The fact that he was in a different city and he came back to her hometown just to check up on her after her mom passed, like, that was just, like, I really feel like he could just sense when something is wrong with her. And I feel like that's having a true partner, someone who just knows you from the inside out. I heard people say that they both put each other on a pedestal, but I really feel like Angel was really not all that bad. Like, honestly, I feel like he was the first, I think he's one of the characters I've seen in the show that just didn't have any flaws to me. Like, seriously, like, I don't know. I honestly feel like when Buffy started going out with Spike is when I kind of started, like, not really fucking with her character. Kind of like Elena, like, when Elena turned into a vampire and she started dating Damon, I was not fucking with her character. But when she was with Stefan and she was a human, I loved her the most like that. But when Buffy started going out with, Spike. When she started going out with Spike, I kind of did not like her, because I kind of felt like she was just, for someone who was smart, she was really falling for all this bullshit that he's been in her ear, like, oh, you, because I'm like this because of you. Like, I just feel like Spike was just not the guy for her, and I kind of feel like he didn't really have the personality to match what they were setting up for them. Like, I don't understand, like, him trying to be this gloomy, broody, whatever he's trying to be, it just didn't work for me. I feel like if they would have made that stronger, like, about, like, even his past doesn't even seem that scary to me. Like, I really feel like there's really nothing about him that's like, okay, Buffy needs to save him. He needs to save this guy. He's like, I feel like Spike should have stayed a villain. Like, I'm not upset. They would have made, like, something infatuation. Like, okay, I heard a lot of people say they have sexual chemistry. Like, okay, you can lift it as that, but don't try to make a relationship. I was not fucking with. I feel like her and Angel were Endgame, and I feel like the show not putting them together in the last season really sucked, or her going over to his show and realizing that she had it wrong all along. Angel was the one, and like maybe or like her going over to his show and her getting all wrong, realizing that Angel was the one, and he might turn her into a vampire. Like, I really feel like they had the true happy ending, and even Sarah said it in the show reunion that if she had to choose, it would be Angel, because her and Angel went through a lot of ups and downs just to be together. And like he said, for 242 years, he's only loved one person, and that person is Buffy. He never loved any girl the way that he loved her. Like, he even said the fact that she could even move on after knowing what they had, it just crushes him. Like, how can you move on? How can you love someone else when I can? I'm not telling Buffy that she can't move on, she can't love anybody else, but we all know she lied to herself and she lied to her motherfucking heart. She know that Angel is the one. She know that Angel will be there thick and thin. She could trust him more. She could count on him more and depend on him more than she could depend on Spike. Anybody, any other guy she ever dated, she could depend on him. I hear people saying that it wasn't a mature relationship. Fuck out of here. Every interaction, if her and Angel had an argument or like even like breaking up or something, it was always handled in a very mature, respectable adult way. Like, I'll even say that, like, even though she was 16 and Angel was like something 1,000 years old, they had a very mature relationship and a very adult relationship that I just really loved about them. And I honestly feel like they should have just been in Endgame. Like, I can't say anything more besides like they should have been in Endgame. Like, honestly, my favorite two moments between them is in season 2, the first time. I absolutely loved the scene with them. I thought it was so beautiful the way it was directed, and you just saw so much chemistry in their eyes when they both said they love each other. Like, it felt so real, like these actors were really together. And I also love the prom scene in season 3. Him leaving really crushed me. Every time I watch that scene with the song Wild Horses playing, I bust down in tears, because even though he does not leave until the graduation part 1 and part 2, he's in 2 episodes, it's just him leaving and going to the show is just so bittersweet because I think about what would have happened if Angel would have stayed. And I really feel like if Angel would have stayed, I probably would have it probably would have been a love triangle between Angel, Buffy, and Spike, which I really think would have been very good to see. But I honestly feel like she would have had her and Spike relationship would have never lasted that long if Angel would have stayed past season 3. Like maybe they could have worked on their friendship, and she still would have dated that dude Riley in college, maybe. But honestly, I feel like if he would have stayed, they would have been Endgame. Her and Spike would have not lasted that long. Over to season 7, her and Spike would have lasted that long. Yeah, I just think they're so cute. The way that their interactions, their kisses, their talks, just everything about them shows real chemistry and a real connection. The way they communicate, the way they just around each other, you see so much passion and just so much love there. The way they talk to each other, the way they handle situations, the way they handle their ups and downs. Like I honestly feel like Buffy and Angel is easily one of the best TV show couples of all time. And it's crazy knowing that how much I thought they were cute, but knowing now that I'm older, I see so much more to the relationship. And I don't agree with anyone saying that it's toxic, unhealthy, it wasn't mature, it was the best thing, or it was doomed from the start. Now, I will say that it was definitely a Romeo and Juliet thing, them being from different worlds and everything. But I feel like it could have worked. Like they didn't have to separate, or neither one of them could have died in the end. This could have been a different tale on Romeo and Juliet where both of them survive it and they get through it and they actually have a happy ending. Like Josh Sweetin even said, but he said that if we talk about long term, Spike would have been the perfect person for her. But it's something about her and Angel that's special that no one else can really compare to. It's undeniable, it's inevitable, they're meant to be together, it's unquestionable, it's unavoidable, they're meant to be together. So why trying to hide something that everybody already knows, that her and Angel are instantly the best couple to ever set foot on the show, and they're supposed to be in game. So that's just how I feel. I feel like her and Angel were in game, and the fact that they're not in together still hurts me. So that's personal, and I just love them. So see what you guys think of the relationship, and there will be some more videos coming soon.